And my greatest of compliments to Assemblywoman Pinkin, who's worked tirelessly to be able to put together something that was palatable to those industries that were impacted. I can just give you the fact of a discussion that I had, unless it changed, from about 10 o'clock this morning with the head of the Food Council, who said they absolutely, unequivocally support this bill. Mr. Speaker, the points made about the economic impact are just misguided. The manufacturers of paper bags in our great state have never been busier. And that's because some states finally are banning plastic bags. And as such, those paper bags, now going at 35 cents a bag, by the way, are being demanded by all those other markets. So our industry is actually as robust as it's ever been in New Jersey. And secondly, through the bill, a brand new industry will be spurred at the suggestion of Secretary Fisher of the Department of Agriculture to create a hemp bag. So actually, like I always like to argue all environmental matters, it's to our economic interest, not detriment. Now, let me be just a little bit more rhetorical. This is a legacy bill for each and every one of us. There is an ecological catastrophe in the form of what's out there as it relates to plastic. Someone mentioned lunacy before. You know what lunacy is? There's about to be more plastic than fish in our oceans and waterways. The time has long passed, or was long overdue, for us to move. And we should wear proudly as a moniker that it's the most restrictive bill in the nation. And I hope eventually we have enough leadership in Washington to have national policies and other legislators to follow New Jersey, the state that was always much maligned for our landfills and for pollution. As to the paper bags, on some level, although they are biodegradable, they're worse than plastic based on their carbon footprint. First and foremost, where do they come from, kids? Trees. So they require taking trees down, and the cost in part is because of these catastrophic wildfires that have happened out west, and as it relates to the raw material to make them to begin with, which gets to a whole other story relative to manifestations of climate change. As it relates to processing those bags, they release chemicals that are incredibly harmful to human and all life. As it relates to getting them here from the west, they go in big trucks that burn diesel fuel. So there's every logical reason to ban, to the extent that we have to the larger supermarkets, paper bags, and I only hope as we adapt that will be continued to be expanded upon. When is good timing? God forbid, I think Assemblywoman Shapezi mentioned, where would we be in 18 months if we're still in a pandemic? God forbid that's the case, and boy, God knows we have a lot of bigger problems to deal with if that was indeed the facts. But why not this time? I think COVID is perfect. You know why? What we're all wearing right now, these masks. We've all adapted to a way that we never thought we would just 6-7 months ago. Think of how I can't touch my good friend Bob Smith as much as I'd love to give him a hug, how we socially distance. Think of how we were able to adapt, and that's what this is about. This is about to get us to change, to use, very simply, reusable bags. If we've done all this as individuals, as a society, we certainly can do that. So please, all of you, join me in voting for this bill today and making our state and our nation a better place. Thank you.